So anyway, we have another strong woman joining us to talk about a similar topic. She's a psychotherapist and author. Welcome, Gina DeVee. How you doing, Gina?
Hi, I'm great. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, hey Gina, good to see you. How can young women start to build their confidence?
It's such a great question. The first thing that I would say is give yourself permission. I think that so many of us have been trained to get permission from other people or look around to see what is society saying is okay for us, or how can we spend our money, or what should we do with our lives. And there's no right way to live except according to your own values. So start by giving yourself permission and don't look for it from anyone else.
So a lot of the way we get inspired is by looking at our leaders. And unfortunately, among Fortune 500 companies, there's only 37 women today out of 500 running these organizations. So what do you have to say to the little girls out there who are looking up and not really seeing themselves in high levels of leadership?
Kill Little Miss Perfect. The number one reason why women are going for the bigger positions is because they think they have to be perfect. They think they have to know it all. They think they need another degree. And we so oftentimes have been trained that to be safe, to get love, for it to be okay to move forward in life, we've got to be absolutely perfect and know it all. And let's take a note from the guys' playbook on this one. They do not think that they have to know it all to throw their hat in the ring to go to the next level. And of course, I promote excellence and mastery, but that is not perfection. Perfection is for poor people. Mastery is for those who go for success.
So let me be completely honest here. I've applied to many jobs and gotten them that I completely lack the skills, and you just kind of fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. My husband would do the same thing.
Welcome to Guyland, Gina. This is totally normal to us.
Yeah, Gina, look, I think it was even less than 10 years ago, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, that there were fewer women Fortune 500 CEOs than guys CEOs who are named John.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
I remember that.
Remember
There
that?
were more Johns than women, yeah.
Yeah, and then now, of course, it's tilting. But what do you think are some programs that will be effective going forward to help more women to rise in the world?
Well, I think that for so long people thought that, or women thought that the way to get ahead was to climb the corporate ladder. But the other really cool statistic to keep in mind is that women are starting businesses at twice the rate of men. And depending on what your own career aspirations are, you can start a business, you can climb the corporate ladder, you can put yourself in the middle of the ring for the promotion. But I think that all of it, no matter what your goal is, it's all an internal mental game. And I used to hate when people would tell me this. I would just tell me what to do so I can make more money, get ahead, be more successful. But it's not about what you do as much as who you are being and how you view yourself. And that is the internal mindset game. So the programs that I promote are lots of reading, lots of education so that you can really get to know yourself and discover the mindset techniques that every successful person knows, which is basically what you were just talking about. There's an element of fake it till you make it. There's an element of programming your mind for your next level and your next chapter. None of us, and I can speak for myself, like I never got to where I am in business based on where I came from, how I was born, what I was taught. I had to program my beliefs for next level success.
So networking is a big part of getting ahead, whether you have your own business and you're an entrepreneur, right? And obviously networking isn't really happening right now. So what do you have to say to all the people out there who want to get ahead, but networking is a little challenging right now?
I don't know who you are if networking is challenging right now, because I have never networked more than in the last 4 or 5 months. I'm on Zoom every day, all day, with access to the global marketplace. Look, I did hair and makeup for you lovely people today, but most of the time I am sitting here makeup free in my Lululemons, networking with Europe, the UK, all across the US. And it's never been easier because nobody's on a plane. Nobody says, I'm out of town or on vacation. Everybody's at home. So it's never easier to get a hold of people. So networking is like the number one thing I'm actually doing right now.
Gina, where do you get all this energy from?
Happiness. And I'll tell you this. I live by feminine principles, not masculine ones, which means I live by desire. I let my desires fuel my passion, and I let logic follow it up. I do not, much to my team's and my husband's dismay, I do not start with anything logical, linear, or practical. I start with everything that I'm passionate about, and I let the logical pieces fall into place after that.
Really? Yeah, see, I'm backwards. And I believe Julia's more like me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're more process. But it's funny sometimes that your own thinking can get in your own way,
Totally.
can it?
Well, I wrote a really cool book called The Audacity To Be Queen, The Unapologetic Art of Dreaming Big and Manifesting Your Most
Hold it up.
Fabulous.
Hold it up.
It's really pretty, and it's got like
Yeah,
gold
it is.
and there's all kinds of exercises and meditations and prayers and journal prompts, as well as my whole memoir on my 20-year journey. I did not start out being a successful business owner. I was the child of 2 school teachers and grew up in the suburbs of Detroit. So I wrote this book to share with anyone who wants to live a bigger, better life, how they can do exactly that.
So it's kind of like Eminem's biography, the suburbs of Detroit.
We were like, brother and sister.
Well, thank you for bringing the zest, the
Yeah.
energy, the excitement. It's great that you've built a brand being authentically you.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Yes, you can get paid to be you. It's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Thank you for being here, Gina.
Thanks so much for having me.
All the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of business opportunity right now, and I don't think people realize that.
Yeah, I mean, Airbnb, we were just talking about it at the top of the show. They started at the depth of the, financial crisis. And I can name many, many more. So there are more opportunities when the world is a shit show than when everything is going rosy.
Yeah, and money is a big issue right now, of course, with high unemployment, people not paying their rent, et cetera, et cetera. But working for yourself is really hard, as we both know, Julia, but it's really rewarding, too.
It is. I feel like in order to be able to work for yourself, you need that self-motivation. You need to be able to, I'm going to get this done today, as opposed to, I can get to it. Because if you work for somebody else, it's always, somebody else is checking your work, and you don't really have to worry about your scheduling. When you're doing your own thing, you are responsible for that. So I feel that is the one personality trait you need to have in order to build something for yourself.